Welcome to one of the another lecture of Python checkbox widget or the check button widget. Checkboxes are also known as tick boxes or checkboxes. These are the widgets that permit the user to make the multiple selection of a number of different options. There is different to our radio button. Radio button we usually used for selection of one choice only, but here the scene is changed. We just select multiple selection at one time. Usually checkboxes are shown on your screen. As you can see, these are the square boxes that can contain the white spaces. For example, for false it is not checked, or for tick it is checked. A caption describing the message of the checkbox is usually shown adjacent to the checkbox. The state of the checkbox is changed by clicking the mouse on the box. Alternatively, it can be done by clicking on the caption or by using the keyboard shortcut. For example, the space bar. A checkbox has two states. One is the on state and another one is the off state. The Tkinter checkbox widget can contain the text but only in a single font or image, and a button can be associated with Python function or the method. When a button is pressed, Tkinter calls the associated function or a method, so the text of a button can span more than one line. Let's just see a simple example of this Python check button, and we just see how we just creating this Python check button. I just import the library of check button, and here I just import here I just create the screen of this window. I am just using a different word to show you the better understanding of that how you just create your screen with different word. It is up to you. You just write master here, root here, or window here, or ABC, any of the word here. Then I just create the variable number 1, which is equal to integer variables. Int variable here is int is capital here and var, so v is capital here. I just creating the variable with the name of variable 1. Then here I just write check button, and check button, which is I just create this check button on my master screen, which is text is equal to mail, and then here I just write this is variable, and variable which is equal to variable number 1. So I just create one variable here. So I just call this variable right here. Then I just create this grid view, which is row is equal to 0. So I am just designing right here in the grid view. So grid is also the method here. We just learned about the grid method in next upcoming lectures of the geometry management. Then I just write Tk GUI. Here you just simply use the concept of that one. We just discussed more about the rows and the grid view in next upcoming lecture. The grid view sticky is W. Now I just create another variable with variable number 2 for my checkbox number 2. Simple as our button number 1. Here I just define the check button and the master, which is mail. So I just create this check button on the master screen, which is a text of female. Variable number 2 right here for the button number 2, and the grid view and row number 1, because if I just write 0 here, so these buttons are in the same rows and one button shows to me only. Simply I just creating the main loop. You just know about the main loop, and run this code here. So check button, and you can see here on your screen these are the two check button with the name of male and the female. Hope so you understand now. So here I just simply define the value to the check button, which is the male, and set this my variable to this button. Then I just use this grid method here. So what is the grid method exactly? Grid is an anchor type of the Tkinter layout manager. I just told you we just talking about that grid method in our layout management. So beside pack introduced in our next upcoming lectures, so there are 3 methods of the layout in the geometry manager. Remember that one is a pack, one is a grade, and another one is a place method. As you can see here we have the two states, check button, and we have the two state right here. First one is, this is the off state. What I just told you, the off state is 0. Then I just click on that one, so this is the on state now. This means that we have the two values. Like if we take the example of the boolean, one is a false and one is the true. When I just click on that, so that is true. When I just untake this, so this is the false. Hope so you understand now with this check button. Then I just tell you about that work with these all methods. So as you can see here, first I just create the variable and then integer variable. So I just simply create one variable for this button, then second variable for this button, and then take the user output from this screen. You just simply add your buttons with this text. So it's up to you. So hope so you understand now. If you find any of the problem regarding to this check button, so please let me know, and we use this check button in next upcoming lectures when we just start working with our Python Tkinter project based work. Thanks for watching.